Hi guys, so we are Team Polite.ai, and our project is all about using machine learning to improve our online communities. So this is a team. We spent some time today working on this. And so what we want to present today is that, as you're aware, with all the technology advances, that communication has become so much easier, whether we're connecting online, whether it's Skype, WhatsApp, etc., and all these other social platforms. So while it's a great way to keep in touch with our friends and family and those who we care about, communication, nevertheless, can bring out, that's meant to bring out the best in us, can also bring out the worst. So we have seen throughout social media platforms, such as, you name it, Twitter, Facebook, etc., trolling has become commonplace, unfortunately. And with anyone being able to make comments to other people, whether they're in a toxic or aggressive manner. And this impacts hugely online communities where you just simply want to have a safe environment without the negativity. So therefore, our idea is that what if we could use machine learning to develop a tool that will allow us to classify those negative comments in a conversation to improve the overall online communities. So now I'll hand you over to Rob that will tell you a little bit more about this technology.
Okay. I'm going to try and do this actually through medium of website. That might be the best way to do it. So we came together yesterday morning. I came to TADHack with a germ of an idea to do this. And the first part of the problem was, how do you build a classification engine that can do intelligent stuff and do sentiment analysis, which is more than just happy, sad, one-dimensional. And I have to kind of admit, I've been thinking about this for a few days before I kind of landed yesterday morning. And read a really interesting paper that the Google Jigsaw folks did with Wikimedia project called Wiki Detox. One of the things that they did was actually paid Cloudflare to go through about 110,000 Wikipedia chat comments and classify those with these 3 dimensions of toxicity, attack, aggression. And I thought, wow, that's actually quite a good place to bootstrap this. So if you could take that and apply that to online chat, it was designed for something else. It was designed for Wikipedia comments. That would kind of allow you to build something that was at least bootstrapped and added value from day one. But that wasn't really the objective of the hack. So we built that, we put an API together, and the API just kind of looks like this. So it's a bit of Python. You fire in a request for a bit of text that you want classifying, and you get back your request plus some results. Just because of the size of the neural network you need to build, that's actually a Boolean on each of those. It would be nicer if it were probability, but you need a kind of a big server to train that, a big server to serve that, and serve it quickly as well. And I've just got my little, private Google Cloud server account to serve that off. So that's quite limited. Put that together to deliver that. So we've got an API that you can go and play with that. I've served it up on api.polite.ai. Don't hit it too hard and destroy it, because, especially as you're in the demo. So we got that API, and the next thing to do was to connect it up to Matrix. And Joe, who isn't here, Joe, who is it? Come on, Joe, come down, because Joe did nearly all of the work yesterday.
I forgot to bring my medal.
He's done a tough mud this morning? Spartan. I just astonishing. So Joe did a ton of work actually getting that together and turning it into a Matrix bot. And the Matrix bot does some smart stuff, so let's demo it. Actually, if some folks in the audience can jump on #test:/matrix.org and let's wrong thing. Right, come on, let's have some abuse going on here. So okay, we've got a bit of abuse and toxicity here. Now, this kind of demonstrates what the real potential of this is. So yes, okay, using the Wiki Detox stuff, it could pull up a read on it. But what we then do is give you a link and go through and go and appeal, and so it didn't pick up toxic message, so I can hit a button here, which if it actually worked, and we didn't quite get to that bit, would allow you to generate this text, and then we then store back in the database. Have a human being go and review this. So this allows us to build up a corpus which is way bigger than that sort of 100,000 Wikimedia corpus. So that essentially is what we've done. Where's it going? I'll do that through the medium of website and other stuff as well. So we put together an open source project. We figured if you're going to do this for a hackathon, might as well have an open source project. It's got a bit of a manifesto, because you can't have an open source project without a manifesto.
It's also got a license.
Yeah, it's got a license. So there's a WordPress site with a manifesto. There you go. About improving the way we communicate and plugging into stuff. It's got a GitHub repo. And as you can see, there were some things that we would like to have done that we didn't kind of get around to. We've done all the usual stuff of writing those up as issues. So, you know, being honest about the stuff that we were hoping to get done for the demo, the create a cool challenge form, and deduping room events. So if you re-invite it, you get a whole load of spam back about things it just found. Yeah, I think that is about it, really. This is Polite.ai. Anything else that I've forgotten? Go invite polite-father-ted:/matrix.org to your matrix trip if you feel like it.
Polite-father.
No, it isn't actually. That one got a bit toxic because we invited it to a room it didn't have permission to access and it keeps crashing now. I don't know why we'll talk to matrix.
So if you, I guess, and
That was most today,
and if you realize that you can create different chat bots, so they can have different personalities to help moderate the chat. So you can invite them to your chat to help, as an open source, build that database of words that are classified into free groups or consistency, etc. So we did have a play, or the guys have a play at creating different chatbots, so that's also something that can be expanded into as well, to take some different personalities to help you.
Now we were going to draw through Kimmelman's Twitter stream and John's Twitter stream and pick out different personalities out of that. Are we going to
Interesting. I had a presentation in my head as I was thinking last night. You know, and for the classification engine, I did at one stage think about just plumbing various toxic Twitter streams into the classification engine, but it actually doesn't work like that, because even when you look at toxic Twitter streams, they're mostly non-toxic. In terms of where this is going and where it could go, obviously this is what we've had together at TADHack. I actually think there's quite a germ of an idea here around properly open source and community owned classification engines for this kind of thing, because trust is everything when you're going to give a classification engine the ability to go and moderate, or I'd say mediate, online conversations. And I quite like the idea, and the project team did quite like the idea of being entirely transparent about this. So building chatbots that can go and learn and build a corpus of knowledge they can learn from, and getting involved in open source projects and those communities to teach them things about human interaction, and then open sourcing that to allow people to pick that up, rather than this kind of knowledge of what's acceptable in discourse to be buried inside large corporations. That just is, you know, kind of a thing that I think might be an important thing. So I'm quite interested in the idea of taking Polite.ai forward as a project. And, you know, any folks in the room who are interested in that, I'm quite happy to get other people involved in that.
Great, thank you so much, guys. Excellent hack.